What's up, my people? It's been a long time since we've been here on Just Reasoning, and obviously there's a whole lot's been going on in the world. Um, but let's talk about something that just in my mind today. And the title of this Just Reasoning is Hidden Biases. Hidden biases are just certain biases that everybody has. Um, Whether or not you know you have it, we all have certain biases. So it's important that we realize that, acknowledge it, and deal with it. So this came to mind. There's a big viral video going on right now about there's this guy at home doing an interview on TV on BBC, and like happens to me, often when I'm working or doing a video or whatever, his kid walk in the room. He's doing like a Skype interview, and so the kid comes in, and he's trying to get tell the kid to go away, and then another kid comes in, and then a lady just runs in the room and drags him out of there, because he's doing a live interview. Dad is working, and I immediately thought, oh, okay, that's the wife, because that happens with me and my wife. When I'm working or she's working, kid walks in the room, we'll go and grab her out. But obviously, the video is funny. That's why it went viral, why things go viral. But in looking at the comments online, I would say probably about 3 out of every 4 of the comments assume the lady was the nanny. It never crossed my mind. I just assumed it was the wife. And then, I did notice the lady's race. It was a white man talking, and the lady was Asian. So I guess people just assume it's the nanny. It's like, oh, she's going to lose her job, this and that. So, I just wondered, why did people just assume she was the nanny? Like she was wearing some uniform or whatever. She was just at home. So I believe inherently that was a hidden bias. The bias is white man, Asian woman. She must be there to just take care of the child. Couldn't possibly be his wife. So, again, it's some people say it's racist. I don't really consider it racist. I just think it's a hidden bias. You have a certain picture of who should be with who, and and anything that doesn't fit that picture based on your world experience, you assume something different. So I think it's important that's why diversity matters. It's important to meet different kinds of people from different backgrounds, different religions, nationalities, because it exposes your worldview. It expands your worldview. Me as a Jamaican, living in the U.S. now for a while, I'm very, very used to and accustomed to people assuming I have a bag of weed or a spliff for them at any second. Not a smoker, never been a smoker, but people just assume I'm Jamaican, so obviously I smoke weed, right? So that's a bias that goes along. That one, it can be bad at sometimes, but most of the times it's just all in good fun. We all have a hidden biases. I would say I have hidden biases. Like I said, we all do. I live here in Houston, Texas, and very small Italian population here in Houston. So I have almost no exposure to Italians. So whenever I meet somebody and they have an Italian name or what have you, I immediately think mafia, because my little exposure to Italians is all in mafia movies. So if I hear a name like Vita Cordova or Castellano or whatever, I think mafia. That's because of my limited exposure. So I have a hidden bias there. So I think it's important that we all realize that. Obviously, this can become more dangerous, because there we can all admit, as Black people, particularly Black men, there are a lot of hidden biases that can manifest themselves in dangerous ways. I believe Trayvon Martin would have been alive today had his murderer George Zimmerman not pursued him because of his hidden bias. See a black guy walking in the rain with a hoodie on, they always bring these problems, right? So that's why diversity matters. You think about if you have little exposure, you live in some, small rural place with little exposure to different people. Your exposure to Black people has always been, they're dunking a basketball, they're scoring a touchdown, or they're on your news for robbing a liquor store. That's all your exposure is. And so that's why it's important to know different people. If you don't really know any Muslims, every time a Muslim comes across in your screen, it's because of some bomb in some place. So you have a picture. That's all Muslims are. So the hidden biases are important to acknowledge and to deal with. That's why diversity matters. That's why diversity initiatives and corporations matter. So it's something we have to deal with. So I would say for everyone, just the call would be to look deep inside and understand your hidden biases. It might be against your own people, right? But acknowledge them, deal with them, and kind of educate ourselves and expand our worldview. All right. That's my reason on this topic. Um, I hope to do this more regularly. I have these thoughts all the time. Most of the time, they just ended up being posted on Facebook. But we would be reasoning about a whole lot of things, and that's the one that came to my mind today. I have a bag of other things I need to talk about, but start with that. Just reasoning, hidden biases, deal with the hidden biases, and expand your worldview and make our world a better place. All right, one love, bless up.